Hey everybody, welcome back to Bad Tabletop Gaming. I'm joined with Brady and Pendleton.
Hello.
Today we're going to be playing Tau versus Genestealer Cult out of the Psychic Awakening Greater Good book. We're going to be having mission Frontline Warfare out of Chapter Approved 2019. It should be a pretty good game. What are you guys' thoughts on the upcoming match?
Well, Farsight Enclave's got a lot of stuff in the Greater Good, so I'm playing Farsight Enclaves. I'm definitely going to try out some of their new tricks that they got, so we'll see what happens going forward.
I'm just going to see if I have more bodies than Brady has bullets, and hope for the best there.
Awesome. So the guys are all deployed. We're going to go into a siege roll just after the army readout, and then we'll kick off into the game.
Alright, so this is my Genestealer Cult army. So I brought a triple battalion. So my first battalion is a Twisted Helix with the Genestealer Cult. So I made them the Vigilus Specialist Detachment Anointed Throng. So I spent a command point there. And then first up I have my Abominant, where I spent another command point to give him the Warlord trait from Vigilus Detachment to get +1 to charge for himself and Aberrants nearby. Then I have my Patriarch with a Familiar, who is my Warlord. I took the Relic, that Amulet of the Void Worm, to avoid Overwatch and get +1 to save, which, as you will see, is very critical for the game. And then I have my Magus with a Familiar. I spent a command point to change the Familiar into the Changeling to give me +1 to cast, as well as no additional spell. And then I spent another command point from the Psychic Awakening, which for me, this is probably the biggest thing for Cult, the way I play them with infantry, is essentially, it's called Cult Psyche, and you can make your Magus have an additional, basically cast 2 powers, and get +1 to cast for every Psyker of the same cult within 3 inches. So you can essentially get, with the other relic, you can get +4 to cast and cast 3 spells in a turn. So that's huge, I think. And then we get to the troops. So I've got a 10-man squad of Brood Brothers, Bare Bones. Then I have 2 10-man Neophyte Hybrid squads, just basically with autoguns, shotguns, couple Webbers. Nothing crazy, just filling out points. Their whole job is just to absorb firepower. And then that leads us to the elites. I have 10 Aberrants with 2 stop signs, 6 power picks, and 2 power hammers. And then we have the Biophagus with a Familiar, allowing him to get an additional dice when he does his experiments on the Aberrants to give him a bonus. Then we have the Clamavus, and we have the Keeler Morph. Then that leads us to the second battalion, which is also Twisted Helix, and this one is the Deliverance Brood Surge Specialist Detachment from the Vigilus Defiant. So I spend a command point there. And then for the HQs, I have my Acolyte Icon Ward, where I spend another command point to give him the Brood Surge Warlord trait, Augur of the Insurgent, giving me to reroll charge at advance rolls, which is usually just paramount. And then I have another Magus, just Bare Bones, and a Primus, again Bare Bones. And then we have troops. So I've got my 2 10-man squads of Acolyte Hybrids, each with 4 heavy rock saws and 1 Cult Icon to reroll all my hit rolls with 1. Then I've got another 10-man Neophyte squad, again just either Webbers or autoguns, just kind of filling it out. Then we go into the elites, where I have a 10-man Hybrid Metamorph squad. So we've got, they all have the Talon upgrade, so they're all rocking 5 attacks each, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s with the Cult Icon. And then I took 5 Hand Flamers for the reasons that I had 5 spare points. And then I have my Nexos to regain command points. And lastly, we have the Tyranid Battalion, in which it is Leviathan for that 6-up Feel No Pain. So I got 2 Neurothropes just to cast some spells, and then 2 Ripper squads just to grab some objectives, be a hassle, and finally a 30-man Gaunt squad to protect all my other boys in the group. And that is my army, which, after all my pre-game command points, leaves me with 12 CP to start.
Okay, so Brady here, and so what I'm going to be running today is a double battalion and a vanguard detachment. Everything is the Farsight Enclaves, which is pretty fun because we got some cool stuff out of Psychic Awakening. So in my first battalion, I'm going to be running a Cold Star commander. He is going to be having his high output burst cannon, his regular burst cannon, and his missile pod. I've also spent the points to give him ATS. As part of my pregame, he also got a relic. So he got the Amulet of Arthas Moloch. So what that actually does now is it gives him a 5 up invulnerable, and he can actually deny 1 psychic power, which is huge for Tau because they haven't had that opportunity in 8th yet. Next I have a Cadre Fireblade, just bare bones. I then have 3 5-man units of Fire Warriors. 3 of them are the Chassuis in the units, so they're the sergeant equivalents. They all have marker lights as well on the Chassuis. And then I have a 3-man squad of broadsides, and these broadsides are the high yield missiles with SMS, and I've paid the 5 points per model as well to give them the seeker missiles as well. So they are being equipped like that, and they are also being accompanied by 6 shield drones as part of their unit. And then I also have 2 6-man shield drone units as well, so I can kind of play around on the field with what I need as required. In my next battalion, I have Commander Brightsword, but since I can't bring him as part of the 8, he's just going to be played as a regular commander in XV8 armor. What we have equipped on him is 2 fusion blasters, a shield generator to give him a 4-up invulnerable, and I believe he has target lock, so he can move and shoot, or advance and shoot without penalty on his assault weapons. I then have a Cadre Fireblade again, bare bones, and also 3 5-man Fire Warrior teams again. Each have a Chassuis, and the Chassuis all have marker lights. I also have 3 Firesight Marksmen in that unit, and they are just there to give me some marker light support. In my Vanguard detachment, I have Commander Farsight himself, who will be my Warlord. He has the Hero of the Enclave's Warlord trait. I then have 2 units of stealth suits. They have the Chasserie, Sergeant equivalent, and then 2 regular guys. Just burst cannons, that's it, no upgrades on them. I then have a 6-man unit of crisis suits. So because they're Farsight, we're looking at some cool new things for them. I spent 2 command points to make them the elite cadre, I believe it is, or veteran cadre. And so what happens is for 2 CP, I can make the entire unit ballistic skill 3 and weapon skill 4, which is actually pretty solid for them. So they're all, I have 5 that are equipped with double burst cannon and a fusion blaster. And then the Chasserie is equipped with double fusion blaster and a single burst cannon, and he also has the 10-point upgrade for the Iridium armor. They're also equipped by, accompanied by a 6-man shield drone squad. And then lastly, I have my Ghost Keel. He has been outfitted with a fusion collider, or no, 2 fusion blasters, and yeah, the fusion collider. He has his 2 stealth drones accompanying him. He has the 4-up shield generator, and he also has target lock so that he does not suffer the penalty for moving and shooting his heavy weapon. Also, as part of the Psychic Awakening, I've given him a prototype system, which is the Advanced EM Scrambler. And what that does is it actually gives him a 12-inch deep strike denial bubble. So That's actually pretty good on him. So I start the game with 16 command points. Like I said, my warlord is Farsight. His free relic is the amulet. And then I spent 3 command points to get myself access to 2 more relics. But instead of taking relics, I took the 2 prototype systems. The one is the EM Scrambler, and I forgot to mention on the Crisis suits, I gave them the prototype upgrade for the Gatling Burst Cannon. So what that does is it keeps their weapon profile the same, but on a 6 to hit, it causes an additional hit as well. So that's just something they got. So at the start of the game, their blasters are going to be better and they're going to hit better. So let's hope that actually happens. And yeah, that is my Farsight Enclave army.
Alright, after the attacker and defender roll-off has been done, Brady is going to be going first, and Pendleton has chosen not to seize. We'll see if the Genestealers can hold out against Tile Firepower.
Okay, so pretty much what I've done is I've moved my stealth suits up on both sides of the board. I advanced my Cold Star right up the middle just to try and get a little bit of range onto his gaunts. Ghost Keel popped up over a wall just to try and... my Ghost Keel does have a bubble of 12-inch denial for deep strike. So what we're trying to do is we're just trying to push that barrier out a little bit of where the Genestealers can come in. And then for the most part, I've moved my castle up in a wedge formation while still keeping a bubble in the back just to hold my objective and try and give myself a little bit more stability. But as it stands right now, I am holding 3 of the 4 current objectives.
Okay. All right. So now that I've seen Brady move, I get to then do my deployment phase part 2 and replace all my little dots with actual units. All right, cool. So I just deployed kind of passively. So I just put 3 units back in Deep Strike, moved a couple guys around, popped some metamorphs here, and I'm going to use, do you want to say stratagem now? Sure. I'm going to use the stratagem lurk in the shadows so Brady can't shoot it unless it's the closest visible unit. And I've got a 30-man gaunt squad in front with feel no pain. So hopefully they survive. And now I'm just going to weather the storm and see if I can fight back afterwards.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is these stealth suits on the far side of the board, I'm just going to take them and I'm just going to open up into these gaunts just to see if we can start plinking away some wounds on these gaunts. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll 12 shots for their burst cannons. They are Tau, so they're hitting on 4s. So they don't have any marker lights either. And then we are looking at 3s to wound. I'm strength 5 versus his toughness 3. So I see the dice haven't changed in this place. So 2 save rolls for you, Pendleton. No AP, no AP.
Right. So I had 6 up armor and 6 up feel no pain. And they're dead.
Okay, do that. So what I'm going to do now, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, I'm going to just go to this side. These stealth suits are then going to put their shots into these gaunts as well. So hitting on 4s. And then wounding on 3s.
Do 6s explode?
Not on the, it's only on the crisis unit now. 3 more wounds, Pendleton, no AP again.
6s. Oh, 6s. 2 more down.
Okay. We're going to do a quick couple range measurements. So I'm going to start off with this Fire Warrior in the lead. His unit is now going to shoot. He is going to shoot a marker light into the lead gaunt, and his 4 compadres are going to shoot into the gaunts over there. So for the marker light, we are looking at marker light hits. Does not hit because he moved and he is heavy. So that does not hit. And then we have 4 shots coming in from the pulse rifles. Pulse rifles all hit because they are rapid fire. And we have 3 wounds, no AP as well.
6s. Oh, 6s.
6s. 2 more die.
Okay. Alright. So we're gonna just keep playing that same song and dance. This Fire Warrior with Marker Light is gonna shoot into the gaunts, and then the 4 guys conga lining behind him are going to. So he misses, and then we have 4 more shots, 2 of which hit, 2 of which wound.
No AP.
No AP.
6s. 6s. Nope. 2 more die.
Okay. Well, we're gonna try with a Cadre Fireblade shooting a Marker Light into him. So it is heavy. He did move, so he's gonna hit on a 3. No. So we're gonna try the other Cadre Fireblade. He's gonna hit on a 3 as well. No. The Marker Lights are not warmed up.
Yeah, it takes a while.
It does. So we're gonna shoot Marker Light from this guy into them. Nobody else has range, so we do have a hit finally.
Yeah.
So we have 4 shots, rerolling 1s now. Doesn't matter. And we have 3 wounds. No AP.
6s. 6s. 2 more die.
Okay.
2.
Alright, so now that we've done that, I'm going to open up with my Cold Star. So he's got 12 shots from his burst cannon and high output burst cannon. And then he'll have 2 missile shots as well. So he is hitting on 3s even though he advanced, because he is base ballistic skill 2. 2s are misses, but I can reroll these 5 1s into 3 more 1s.
Beautiful.
And then we're looking at 3s to wound. Just wait till these are your aberrant rolls. 5 wounds at -1.
Ooh, 6 up to pain. 4 die.
And then we have 2 missile pod shots, 2 hits, 2s to wound, 2 wounds, -2 D3 damage each.
Roll the damage.
1 wound, 3 wounds.
First one, dead. Other one, definitely dead. It'd be
Okay.
funny if he lived. Alright, 2 more.
So my broadsides are out of smart missile, but they are all in range for their high yields, so they're going to put all their high yields downtown. So we're looking at 24 high yield shots. So I'll do them 8 at a time just as per broadside. So this guy first, hitting on 5s because they moved, rerolling 1s, wounding on 3s. So it'll be, no, the high yields are strength 7, so it'll be 2s. So that's the wound. Next guy, hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s, 2 hits so far. 1 more wound. Last guy, rerolling 1s. Oh, there we go. So that's 2 so far, 2's there, 2 more. So that'll be 5 D3 wounds. So the first one does 2, 3, 3, 3, 3.
Roll
Okay.
no.
No,
They die.
okay.
How many?
5 total.
5? Okay.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And at the end of the shooting phase, I have completed all my shooting. I have no charges this phase, so I do believe we can move on into Pendleton's movement phase himself.
Alright, so basically I just moved, and because I'm Twisted Helix, I can add 2 to all my advanced rolls, which is pretty cool. So I basically sprayed on my dudes here to try to stop the crisis suits. I super moved my Metamorphs. I ran my Gaunts over to that objective, so they're troops, so they should be able, I don't know, are those troops?
No, they're elites.
Okay, so I can score that objective just by being close to it. And then I spread out all my guardsmen here to try and make a bubble. I do have my Nexus character hidden back there to help with the bubble. And then, by placing both the zone neurothropes on the top level, I've actually made it with angles and all that, so that the closest smiting target is actually the commander over there. So I can try and do some mortal wounds that way, which is kind of nice. But yeah, that's my plan. So let's do some powers. And we'll see which ones want to be denied. So we will do... who's got that? Okay, we'll start with just a lovely smite. So Neurothrop is going to smite the commander with a 10. And we do 1 mortal wound. Okay. And then we will do Psychic Scream, which is just a baby smite, basically. So it'll go off, and it will do 1 more mortal wound. And then we will also smite with this Neurothrope. We'll get a 7.
I will attempt to deny.
Alright. The deny comes in.
So, you're probably wondering, your Farsight, your Tau, you're denying something. So in the Psychic Awakening book, what we've actually gotten is a new relic, which is something that was around in 7th edition, but hasn't been seen in 8th edition yet. And what we have is the Talisman of Arathis Moloch? Yeah, we'll go with that. So what it does is it gives the bearer a 5+ invulnerable, and once per psychic phase, I can attempt to deny a power. So
Nice.
what we're going to hope for is we're looking for higher than a 7. No, we don't deny. So we will eat whatever Pendleton throws at us for a smite.
So 1.
Okay.
So 1 for everything. I see like the dice are equal though, at least.
Yes.
So they're Brady's favorite dice, by
Yes.
the way.
Yeah, if I rolled average, he'd be dead. That's alright. So now we will do the...
Cinematic.
It is, it works out quite well. He gets to live, I like it. So now the Magus, we baited out the deny so that these guys that advance can still charge. So let's try that power. It's Warp Charge 6. And just get it. So the Metamorphs can now charge and eat all the extra Overwatch from the Fire Warriors. And then the last power I got from here is I am actually going to cast it on the captain there. And I'm going to give him -1 to hit and subtract his leadership. But it failed, so it doesn't matter. And that's my psychic phase. Alright,
And
so
they
we have 1,
advance?
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they got assault.
So what are
They're
they?
gonna hit on 5, 6s. They're gonna hit on 6s because of your stealth suits.
Yeah.
So 6s, nothing. Classic. And then we will shoot. They're rapid fire, so they won't do anything. Alright, so we finished the shooting phase.
Okay.
Shooting's over. Then we get to the Overwatch phase. And these guys will charge these guys to see what happens.
So now becomes Tao's second shooting phase of the game. So because he's charging these stealth suits, I have the Greater Good ability. That's going to allow any unit within 6 inches of them to shoot Overwatch as if they were being charged. So as it stands, I have 2 Fire Warrior teams within 6 inches. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to start with this 5-man Fire Warrior team. I do believe only 1, 2, probably only these 2 guys plus the warrior can see them. So we're going to actually shoot a marker light from the guy in front first. Oh, he gets the marker light off.
Dun, dun, dun.
So 2 guys are now going to shoot. Because we are within half range, which is 15 inches for the Fire Warriors, and they are within 6 inches of a fire blade, their shots actually get an additional shot on their rapid fire. So they're each guy is putting out 3 shots. So we are looking at rerolling 1s, 3 hits, 3s to wound, 1 wound,
5 up armor, and 1 death.
Okay, so now we're gonna have 30 shots coming in from the next set of guys. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we got 3 hits out of those. 3 wounds out of those.
5 up armor, 3 more die. We have already hit average.
And then we have 12 shots from the stealth suits. They hit once. And they do not wound because you are not tough 2. All right.
Charging! Yeah! We might make it. We do! We make it with a 3-inch charge. Right, so we made our 3-inch charge. We've now moved 3 and then piled in. So now the metamorphs have the talons, so they actually get 5 attacks, hit on 2s, but because of the stealth suits, it's going to be 3s, and because of the lovely banner that motivates them, they will reroll 1s. Hit on 3, reroll 1s, so no 1.
All those bads are 1s.
Oh, I guess they are, eh? So they're
Yes,
not
they
actually that bad. And
They're still bad.
still bad. And then strength 5.
Tough 4.
So 4, so 3s. So we've got that many armor saves.
Okay. So
No AP.
stealth suits are rocking a 3-up armor save. So I will lose a stealth suit.
Alright. And then we rinse and repeat.
Oh, they fight twice?
No, that was just half their attacks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
5 attacks each. And then now with Psychic Awakening, if you want, you can spend 1 command point and have 6 attacks each. Which I didn't do. Alright, and reroll the 1s. Still 2s away. And looking for 3s. There we go.
Okay. Let's look for those 3-up armors, but knowing these dice, both of them are going to die. Oh, another one dies.
Only one though.
Yeah, 1 dies. Woo. Okay, now he gets to fight back.
Now I get to fight back. And my stealth suit boss man has 3 attacks.
With his physical prowess.
Physical. He is a physical monster, hitting on a 5. 2 hits. Toughness 4, so wounding on
Tough
3. Okay, wounding on that 5.
5 up.
Oh,
Woo.
sad days.
And then we will just... I forgot to consolidate before, but it doesn't matter because he's got fly. So we'll just make sure that they're in cover. Sweet. So we lost 4. There's 8 cocked. 4. So we're good. They hang out. And I think that's the round. So with that, I managed to sneak some objectives off Brady. So I got more models on this objective, and over there, my gaunts are troops. So just one of them can steal that one, and my sneaky Nexos in the back holds his. So that grants me 5 points. So we're gonna need that early lead because the rest is gonna be tough.
And I score 1 point because I hold my own objective, thankfully. Okay, so what we've done in my turn 2 movement phase, we fell out of combat with the stealth suit because he doesn't need to be there. We opened up these guys to shooting that way. We've now moved the bulk of the fire warriors up, and what we've done though is we've kept the broadside stationary. We've now expanded out our bubble a bit more as well. Over here, I took my commander from up there who was smited. He's now dropped down. My ghost keel has followed in behind him to just kind of give him a little bit of a buffer bubble to cover his back end. And then the big glory in the middle, I dropped the crisis team dead center in the board. So what we got here is the 6-man crisis team with all the shoot-ins We've just put Farsight up here to just give him an option for mobility to go where he needs to. And Bright Sword has dropped in just behind the Crisis Suits as well. He's got fusion guns, which at this point in the game are kind of not going to do me any good. So we're going to hope for some other facets out of him. But that is it for the movement phase. No Tau Psychic phase, so we'll go right into the shooting phase. So what we're going to do is we are now going to shoot with one of my Firesight marksmen. He is in range now, so what he is going to do is he is going to put a marker light into these fellas. It goes off on a 5, so these guys are now at 1 marker light. We're now going to shoot with the other set of Firesight marksmen into them. Goes off, so we're at 2 marker lights. The next Firesight marksman is going to shoot into them. He hits, so we're at 3 marker lights. So now what that means is we're rerolling 1s, we're ignoring cover, and we're shooting our Seeker and Destroyer missiles at our regular ballistic skill. So now we're going to go into our Cadre Fireblade. He's going to shoot into these guys. So we're going to hit on a 3 because they moved. Hits. And we're going to shoot with the last Cadre Fireblade. He's now hitting on a 2 because with the 4th marker light, we now ignore the heavy penalty for moving and shooting. So, let's re-roll that 1 into a 3. So we are now at 5 marker lights on these guys. So we are looking at ignoring cover, ignoring moving and shooting, and we are adding 1 to our hit rolls.
They're fine.
They're good. They're good.
Fine.
Yeah.
They're not worried.
They're not worried about it at all. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to open up with this 5-man squad of Fire Warriors into them. So we're in half range with a cadre, so each man has 3 shots. So we're looking at 15 shots from a little 5-man squad. So they're going to be hitting on 3s now because of the marker lights, and they're going to be re-rolling 1s. So we have 13 hits. Looking at 3s to wound. 11 wounds. No AP. No cover.
Ignores cover.
Ignores cover.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4. They live. I told you they were fine.
No AP. So would you get an armor and a...
No AP. So 5 ups. We're good. Yeah.
Oh.
We're okay.
Oh, they don't have a feel no pain. That's right.
No.
Okay.
He's a leader.
And then we're just going to put the other 5-man squad into them as well. So we're rolling these 1s. 2s are misses. Get rid of those. So that is 5 more saves, no AP.
Oh.
Okay.
Good die. The blaze of glory.
Alright. So we're now going to shoot. Those are going to be on my side. So we're going to shoot the Crisis team because, well, you know, they want to shoot something bad. So they are going to put, actually, we might not do that. Let's take a look at this. Some ranges. Nope, they're out of range. So they're putting everything into the guns.
Yay.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 44 burst cannon shots. 10 shots. So I'll do groups of 10. So they're hitting on 3s. They should all be within 18 inches, I hope.
Because I've seen you rolling, it'll make you roll it.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, hitting on. I'm going to spend 1 CP actually. I'm going to use command and control node. So what that does is my commander is not allowed to do anything this turn, but he's going to nominate the crisis unit, and what that means is they can now re-roll all their wound rolls.
I'm going to steal it out of spite.
Okay. It is not stolen out of spite. You spiteful man, you. Okay, so we have 8 hits. Plus 1 exploding 6. And we're looking at 3s to wound. 2, 4, 6, 8.
I assume there's AP.
No AP.
Oh, no.
No AP.
6s. 8 die.
Don't they have armor and field AP?
I gotta be within 6 inches. So
Oh.
to do my secret maneuver into your captain, I have to sacrifice the field of pain.
He's a commander?
We'll leave the 1 back.
Alright.
You're gonna kill him here. If you got more shots.
Yeah, that was 10.
That was only 10.
Yeah. We'll just
There's,
do that.
there's 34 more coming.
If you want to feel good, you can roll them.
Kinda do, but
Do it.
no. Okay, we will go into some more shooting. So, Farsight is going to shoot into the closest, what is he? Maleceptor?
Neurothrow.
Neurothrow. So he's got 1 shot. Hitting on a 2, are you minus to hit or anything?
Nope, everything's normal.
Hitting on a 2, hits. Strength 6, tough 4. Okay, so looking for a 3, wounds, neg 4.
3 up involved. We're good.
Okay, those guys.
Hate those guys.
I do hate those guys so much. Okay, we're just going to go over to this side of the board where the commander is. Just get some ranges. So the commander is in range. So the commander will shoot into the acolytes, whatever they are.
Neophyte?
Neophytes, 2.
Actually, they're Brood Brothers.
6,
Just kidding.
10. So he's got 12 shots with his burst cannon, and then he's got 2 shots with his missile pod. So hitting on 2s, no rerolls. And we're wounding on 3s. Okay, there we go.
EP?
-1.
Okay.
4, 6, 8, 10. -1.
10 guys in the unit. There's 1 guy in the unit.
Okay, and we're gonna just shoot the missile pod now. 2 hits. 2 wounds because it's strength 7, neg 2. So
There's 0 guys in the unit.
okay. So unfortunately, we are hammering stuff out of range. My broadsides have 36 inches. So that might hit your guy right there if I can see him. He's in range. He is definitely out of range of everything. So let's try and get some lines of sight. Do you want me to explain what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so my 2 broadsides here do have line of sight to this HQ up there, so we're just going to put their high yield missile pods. So starting the guy in the back, you know, things happen, you might get lucky. So we're looking at 4s to hit, no rerolls unfortunately. And then we are strength 7 versus tough 5. 4, so 3s to wound. We have 4 wounds at -3
up involved. Take 3.
Okay, 3d3 damage.
5 wounds.
6. 7. 7.
6 up in the pain. We take 5 wounds.
See?
The splat.
Miracles can happen, and if you need to get past the 3 up invuln, just use the bad dice.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so I can't shoot anything else this turn because our target died and that was their target. So that is the Farsight Enclave's turn 2.
Alright. So, what I've done is deep strike in the backfield. I spent 2 command points to put the Patriarch 3 inches away. He can't charge, but he gets to hang out and look pretty. And then the Aberrants moved plus D6 inches from their deep strike. Now they can charge, so they have a 6-inch charge. And then it's the end of the movement, so my Biophagus can actually buff them. So on a 1, I kill an Aberrant. Nope. And then I roll 2d3 and pick the result I want. So I'm going to pick extra attack. So every Aberrant permanently for the rest of the game has an extra attack. And I can't do that again, but I can inject the Abominant, which would be funny if I killed him. And that's movement, yeah. So I deep striked a few guys over here. The intention is for a Hail Mary charge. Can't see me, I don't think. And then try and charge in here, steal the objective. I advance these guys forward with the intention to cast a spell and charge, because luckily we're out of the 6-inch overwatch, so as long as I charge and get here, I can steal that objective as well. And this guy's just here to get obliterated by the crisis suits. And that's my plan so far. So second phase, Patriarch is going to cast Mass Hypnosis, so you can't fire Overwatch on this group of Fire Warriors. Needing I think a 7. 6 will fail. So Fire Warriors will Overwatch.
Yay!
Woo! And then the other second power I'm gonna do from over there. That is gonna be letting me advance and charge. So that we're good. So that group can now charge, which is quite nice. And then we will start the smite train of 1 smite. And the closest is probably these guys. So we're looking at 13, I think. Yeah. They'd be the closest, so we'll smite those guys. 8.
And you have what is his other power?
-1 to hit.
And what's the range on that?
18.
And that's select a unit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll eat the smite then.
Okay. So D3 for 2. Pops 1, making the charge harder. And then we will cast a horror on the commander again. Let's make his life a little more difficult. It's a 5 and it fails.
Oh, I thought you were going to do the crisis suits. That would have been much worse for me.
Yeah, I was wanting to, but I forgot. But it didn't matter.
I forgot.
Cool. So that's my psychic phase. So then we get into the shooting phase. So that's my shooting phase. So now we get into the charge phase.
All right.
And we're
Where's
just
the action
gonna
gonna happen?
start right here. So the aberrants are only gonna charge this 1 5-man squad.
Okay. And you are within 6 inches, right? Or you're just out. You need a 6-inch charge. But I think you're just out of 6 inches. Yes. Which is a little unfortunate. So you're just going after this 1 5-man?
Yeah.
Okay. I think everyone, but so I can definitely see you with him, and I can see you with these 2.
Oh, I'm sure you'd manage. Just do them all.
Okay. So I can't throw a photon grenade as I was hoping to. Woo. So I'm going to start with the Chasui. He's going to shoot a marker light. Hits. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 shots coming in. Half range. Rerolling the 1. 1 hit. Does not wound. Okay. That is. Or I get to shoot with the other squad too.
Yeah.
Because it's the other. So that'll be 8 more shots because 1 guy's on the other side of the wall.
That'll be 9. They get 3 shots each, don't they?
No, they have to be within 6 inches of the cadres.
Gotcha.
2. What? Aberrants?
4.
Okay. 2 wounds, no AP, 1 damage each.
5 up armor and 5 up feel no pain. We're good.
Okay.
Now the moment of truth.
2 inch
charge. 6-inch
You
charge.
do it.
We're in with a 9.
Nice.
Didn't even have to spend those CP.
You might want to pause it. This could take a while.
Okay.
Charge. These guys are going to charge the 1 stealth suit.
2 hits. 2 wounds.
5s. 1 dies. And they charge. They make it. Woo. And then just for camera's sake, we'll do that charge next.
Sure.
So, can you see much?
I'm just trying to see if the Cold Star can see over top.
No.
Okay.
Ghost kill maybe though.
Ghost Kill definitely can. You can see right off his
Yeah, the big
tail.
tail.
So, and then I don't think any stealth suits can see.
No.
Okay, so Ghost Kill gets D3 shots on his big gun. 2 shots plus his 2 other fusion blasters. So 4 shots, 2 hits, 2 dead guys.
All right.
Neg 4d6 damage, so.
Yeah, they're dead.
Okay.
Hitting probably an 11?
7.
No.
So, we'll explain everything. So, trying to be smart, I put the patriarch over here, 3 inches away, because I need him somewhere. And then the aberrants got their d6 inch move from Strike from the Shadows. So they're going to move, they moved an extra 3 inches, meaning I needed a 6-inch charge. So I charged forward. And what I did was I only charged the one group of Fire Warriors so that I can hopefully kill them in combat. And as a result, I pile into this group of Fire Warriors and pinch them. Because I didn't declare them as a charge, I can't actually fight them, because if the aberrants fight them, they'll die. So I needed to make sure I couldn't fight them. I pinch these guys, and then if I get correctly and wrap my patriarch, because he's a character, I kind of save him from dying as well. So that's my plan. So now I'm just rocking my pile in, and we'll do combat in a moment.
Nice.
But he doesn't care about that guy.
Yeah, he served his purpose. So they have 3 attacks base, and then they get +1 attack from the biophagus that injected them. So we're working on 4 attacks base, and their stop signs do 2 attacks per every attack. So we have 8 attacks for each of them. So I'm just going to roll both of them at the same time into the method. So we're hitting on 3s. And then we are wounding on 2s, strength 10. No, strength 12. Because why not? So we've got that many -1s. So you get an armor save.
Alright, so that will be 5 up armor save, I believe. Nope, they're gone.
Alright, 2 damage each, and their heads all just explode. And then we do what I wanted to do, which was consolidate into the closest enemy unit, which is right here. And I can go like that. And now I have done the dreaded tri-point. So now I have this group stuck in combat. They can fight me. And then this group over here is protecting the patriarch.
Very nice.
In our whopping fight back, we have 4 attacks, hitting on 5s, 1 hit. Wounding on a 5, doesn't wound.
Alright. And then 7 attacks in on 5s.
Because we're stealthy.
Wounding on 5s for nothing.
Okay.
And he fights back.
I have 3 attacks, hitting on 5s,
Oh.
wounding on 3s, 2 wounds.
Shut up. 1 dies.
That's how the stealth suits do it.
Woo. And then I think that's that. Somewhere around 6 and 8, 6 and 8. We're good. I can't fail.
Okay, and so at the end of the round, you'll score 3 points, and I will score 3 points.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so over on this side of the board, all I've really done is I moved my ghost keel up a little bit, pop my commander over here so that he can see those acolytes or guardsmen or whatever they used to be or are. Just move my stealth suits up a bit. I've moved my crisis blob just forward a bit, trying to get a little bit better center board control. Over here, we've actually moved Farsight in because he is going to go play with some aberrants, I think. So we've moved 2 squads of shield drones in to back him up so he can just throw off wounds like nobody's business. We dropped in a squad of shield drones from Deep Strike to just help out the broadsides. The broadsides have truffle shuffled over a little bit to try and just get some more range down the board. We've moved the front part of the spear up, so we now have a good unit of fire warriors, cadre. My stealth suit fell out of combat. He's just jumping back and forth. And then, like I said, I have my Crisis Bomb over here, which is just trying to find its place in the world. Yeah, so we will go right into the shooting phase. So to start off the shooting phase, I'm going to take my Cold Star Commander, and he is just going to shoot into those guards right down in front of him. So he's got 12 shots on his burst cannons, hitting on 2s, not rerolling 1s, and then he's going to be wounding you on 3s. And would you be able to tell me if I'm within 6 inches of them?
Probably. Yes.
Okay, so this is one of the rare times that it comes into play. The Farsight Enclave Set Tenant is I can reroll 1s to wound in reroll 1s to wound against enemies within 6 inches, and I'm just gonna double check because, like I said, it doesn't happen very often for shooting attacks. So
Nice.
we will reroll the 1 to wound, and it wounds. So we have 3, 6, 8 saves for Pendleton at -1.
6s. 1, 2, 3, 5 die.
Okay, we're gonna shoot the 2 missile pods into him now. The 2 will hit. The 6 will wound, and it's -2 on those.
Broke the leader, so we'll pretend one of them's a leader.
Okay, so 1 wound, -2.
1 die.
1 dies.
And we'll pretend the leader should be there or something in there.
And unfortunately, Pendleton has taken them out. Can my ghost keel see that guy?
No.
Okay, even from the barrel of his gun, do you think?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Stealth suits?
Yes. Stealth suits are good.
Can see? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're good.
So I'll just do the stealth suits over there. Okay. They really want it. And 3s to wound. We have 4 wounds, no AP.
They die.
Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go with this group over here. We're gonna start off with a Firesight Marksman. He is going to put a marker light into these guys. Hits, so they're at 1. And then the next Firesight hits, so we're at 2. Next Firesight, we're at 3. Cadre Fireblade hitting on a 3 because he moved, misses. Next Cadre Fireblade hits, so we're at 4. So we'll start with the farther back squad, and we're going to put, where are we? Their boss is gone. Where's their boss? I'm not sure where their boss is. So we'll put this guy's marker light into them, and then his 4 guys behind him. So the marker light does not hit, and then we have 3, 6, 9, 12 shots from the 4 other guys. We're rolling 1s. 3s to wound. So that'll be 6 saves on those guys, no AP.
6 die.
5 die. Or you have a 5. Oh. Okay, so we'll go into this next squad right. Oh, there's their boss. We'll go into this squad, marker light from the chassis, and then pulse rifles. So you're at 5 marker lights. Now we're hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. All hit. 3s to wound. 10 hit. 10 wounds.
Can they do it?
They tried.
They almost did it.
They tried.
That was so stupid.
We'll start with the crisis suits. Crisis suits are literally gonna put. We'll start with Brightsword. He's gonna put 2 fusion blasters up into the Psyker. 2 hits because he hits on 2s. Tough 5. 4. 2 wounds on him. Neg 4 d6.
We're good.
Okay. So now the crisis team will put everything they can into him. I do believe I will spend 2 command points. And what this stratagem allows me to do, it's one of my new ones. So the unit that So my crisis suit's shooting at that one unit. He now counts as having full marker lights.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
So
Nice.
we'll put 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The first, so it's going to be 44 burst cannon shots, and then 5, 7 fusion shots afterwards.
All right.
Okay, so
Fine. He's totally fine.
we're re-rolling ones. So 6s do explode because of their gun.
He's fine.
And then 3s to wound. So we're looking at 3, 6, 7 wounds.
We take 3.
Okay,
How much damage?
1 damage each.
2s. Alright, so he's down to 2. 2 wounds.
5 and 10.
With only 10 shots.
We're rolling
He's
1.
fine.
Yeah, he's good. He's fine. Not
1
worried.
exploding. Uh, 3, 6, 7.
Please. 3 more, he's dead. Oh, wait.
1 damage
maybe
each.
not. Maybe not. Yeah, he's dead.
Okay,
They did it.
they did it, and they still had 24 shots to go. Okay, we will just go into the charge phase. So we're going to start with Farsight charging into the aberrants. And he's in.
Yay.
So my goal for Farsight is to keep him within 3 inches of both drone squads, which I can do. And he will now attack some aberrants. So he has 4 attacks. He is hitting on 2s. Not rerolling. Just hold on. He is rerolling hit rolls of 1 for himself. So 4 hits. He is now strength 8, so wounding on 2s. So that is 4 wounds on Pendleton.
Okay.
Negative 4.
Yeah. So how much damage?
D3 each.
Alright, so I reduced damage by 1.
So
That's
2 damage.
2 damage. Okay.
2 damage. 1 damage. 1 damage.
Alright. Well, we'll roll the. I don't know if that's too much. We'll roll the 2 to start. If I have a feeling of pain, 1 guy dies. Guy's left on 1 wound. 5 up. 2 guys die. And the guy has 1 wound. 2 dead.
So continuing the fight phase, my guys are now going to pile in. So we have 2 attacks on the Chasui and then 4 attacks for the other guys. So we're looking at 4s to hit. Rolling 1s for Farsight watching them. No. So 2 hits, and then we're looking at 5s to wound. 1 wound.
5 up.
Oh. And now it is Pendleton's fight back.
Alright. I can only rearrange them such. Basically, my issue right now is that because he strategically put Farsight in, which I was hoping he would not, if I put all my attacks into Farsight, you won't die because of this whole thing called drones. And then I don't want to kill the Fire Warriors because on my next turn, Farsight won't be dead. I'll be in combat with Farsight. Therefore, I'll have to fall back, which means on my turn I can't charge, which means I'll be in the open. So what I have to do is not kill 4 Fire Warriors with 2 aberrant attacks in order to then wrap them on my turn and, again, try not to kill them somehow.
Wow.
Very unlikely. Alright, so we will do the aberrants. So the aberrants have 2 attacks base, So then I'm gonna fight the Fire Warriors with my fists. So I got 3 attacks, and then we're hitting on 3s. So those don't hit, and then we are wounding on 3. We're strength 6 2s. So 4 wounds, no AP.
1 lives.
1 lives.
So 3 die. So 1.
Just what Brady was looking for.
Yeah, yeah,
2.
it's gonna be tough.
And 3. The reason I'm taking these guys is because now he can only pile and consolidate with 2 of these guys into the front facing of these guys. And there's no way he can fit in between. So when he does do his consolidate, these guys will have to pile into Farsight. And these guys going towards the closest will be able to pile into these 2 Fire Warriors. But it also gives me a chance to get these Fire Warriors out of combat in the next turn.
Nice.
Yeah, it's basically a gong show. Alright, so we will do the 2 stop signs into Farsight. So we're hitting on 3s. And then we are wounding on 2s for strength 12. And I suspect he's not more than strength 6.
It's tough 5.
We're tough. So we got this many saves for Mr. Farsight. Whenever you're ready.
What's the AP?
AP -1, 2 flat damage.
Okay. Okay, so suffered 10 wounds. So now I will start allocating them to my drones. So on a 2 up, the drone will take it. Drone takes it, and then he has a 5 up, feel no pain. So 1 drone dies. And then we have the next drone. Drone takes it, 5 up, feel no pain. Drone dies. Drone takes it, 5 up, feel no pain. Drone lives. Drone takes it. Drone lives. Drone takes it. Drone lives. So I'm going to switch over to the other drone squad now. Drone takes it. Drone dies. 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 And we'll go back to the other squad now. Drone takes it. Drone dies. So now Pendleton will get his
Other attacks.
other attacks.
Alright, so that, all we really got going on are these 2 guys. We got 2 hammers, so 3 attacks each for hitting them -1 because they're big wieldy weapons. So they all miss. And
Okay.
that's that.
Alright, so at the end of my turn, I need to give a morale check now. So this drone unit lost 4 guys. So they are leadership 6. So those 2 drones,
I think drones are leadership 10.
drones are leadership 6, man.
Oh, I thought they were 10.
Oh. Apparently,
We found something he did wrong.
yeah, drones are scared for some reason.
Yeah, I thought they were leadership 10.
And these guys lost 3, and so they'll lose 1 more. And that is my turn.
Alright, so bottom of turn 3, need to deep strike everything or I lose everything. So I put 2 squads of rippers here in the hopes that one of them survives some overwatch, makes a 9-inch charge, grabs that objective. I move these guys, they're Genestealer Cult D6 inch from deep strike forward this way. Again, between this group and this group, I'm hoping somehow I can squeeze in and grab an objective. I can re-roll my charges with +1 to charge, it's something. And then in the back corner over there, I've moved my Patriarch over here with the hopes of mind controlling one of these 2 boys to shoot each other, which can maybe mitigate some overwatch. Maybe.
And then I have Aberrants just they're stuck there because of that stupidly good play with Farsight. And then I deep struct my Kilomorph over here in the hopes of shooting off the drones so that I can score the 4-point objective. Basically, I can't survive the Tau firepower, so I need to try and get points before my bottles go away. So I guess that leads us to second phase.
Okay.
So let's give that a go. First thing we'll do is we will mind control with the Patriarch into the Ghost Kill. Yeah, fails. Cool.
Okay.
Then he will also do mass hypnosis. No, he won't. So he will just smite a drone. No, he can't. He only has one spell. My bad. Now we will go over here.
No smite?
He does, but he can only cast once.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And then we've got our psychers over here. So I've got this lady who gets bonused from this gentleman in the back, and she's got the changeling relic, so she gets +2 to cast. And she can cast 3 spells on one turn, or 2 spells every turn, because of Psychic Awakening now, which is pretty cool. So she's gonna do a number of things. First thing she's gonna do is she's going to do Might from Beyond on the acolytes here, give them +1 attack. So that needing a 7 +2, so we need a 5. Goes out with an 11, so they have Might from Beyond.
13.
Yeah. And we get 2 more spells. So we will do Mass Hypnosis on these guys to prevent them from firing Overwatch.
Off the table.
Dice don't count. We'll give them one more try. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I will attempt to deny this
Yeah.
with my
I think you're good.
Tau Glorious. Yep. No.
Alright, so the Crisis Suits can't fire Overwatch, so that's something. And then
So I guess that would prevent Greater Good too then, eh?
I have no clue, to be honest. Is Greater Good technically Overwatch?
No.
Maybe that. She will just.
Oh, yes, it
hang
is
out.
Overwatch.
She'll hang out. If she smites them, it's a harder charge. So she'll chill. She won't use her third power. And then that's one of my psychic powers. Yeah. So now we get into shooting phase. So the Kilomorph, the shooting phase that really matters here. So we've got Kilomorph and these guys to try and shoot the drones. So in this squad, we've got a Weber, and yeah, we're good. Alright, so we'll shoot this squad first. So we'll fire the Weber, so we get D3 shots. So, I don't know where you want me to go.
It's fine.
Alright, D3 shots, so we get 2, it's a flamer, strength 4, so we'll do a 4. Or no, it's not, yes. The strength will make it forced a wound. So 1 wound.
4 up invuln. Nope. And then damage.
1.
1. So 5 up feel no pain. Nope. So we will lose a drone.
Okay, and then we've got 1, 2, a pistol Weber. That'll hit. And then 4 to wound, 1 wound.
Nope. 5 up feel no pain. Nope.
And we got 8 auto guns and rapid fire. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 5s. For 1.
Okay. 4 up armor. Good.
And we're good. Alright, so then the Kilomorph has to put all his shots into the drones. So we'll put 6 shots. Every hit, I get to roll for another hit.
So they all hit, so I get 6 more shots. And there we go. And then we're strength 4, tough 4, so we're wounding on 4s. So we've got that many.
AP nothing.
Nice.
4 up in roll, so I think we're good.
Yeah.
So
And then 2 damage each.
so that's 5. So it'll be 10 dice total.
I guess do them one at a time, because then you could save more. Yeah.
Drone dies. Drone dies. Drone dies. Drone dies. That's the drones.
Okay, so we've secured a 4-point objective marker score, so that's what I really needed at this point in the game. So then, as far as my other shooting goes, I don't think I really have any.
Alright, so we're going to charge everything I can, because he's going to overwatch with it anyways. So.
But I don't get the crisis suit, so that's a bonus.
Yeah, that helps.
So I will start with a Cadre Fireblade shooting a marker light. Nope. The other Cadre Fireblade will shoot a marker light. Nope. So I will start with this squad. I will do 1 marker light, and then I will do 4 guys, so that'll be 12 shots again because of range. Marker light does not hit. 3, 6, 9, 12.
So it's plastic seal.
So we have 3 hits. 1 wound. That is from these guys.
AP?
No AP.
We're good.
Okay. So we will do, this guy will shoot a, actually we're going to start with these guys. This guy will shoot a marker light into them, and then 4 more. So marker light. Nope. And then 3, 6, 9, 12. 1 hit there. No wounds. So we'll do the front squad now. He'll throw a photon grenade actually.
Here it comes.
So 1 photon grenade shot. Doesn't hit. One hit there. 1 wound.
AP?
No AP. Dies. 2 fusion blaster shots from the commander. 1 hits. 1 wounds. Nick 4.
Dies.
And then 4 shots
How
from
much damage is it?
D6.
Oh, okay. On the other one, I'm going to roll my 6 at total pain now.
And then from the stealth suit, we get no hits.
Kill us all. That's lame. Alright. Forward march. 4. I moved, I got a 5. So a 4 would technically make it. Because I moved 5. To begin with.
Sure.
Yeah, 9 minus 5 is 4. So that's technically in. So, yeah, alright. So,
That's kind of in.
I think with pile-ins I can do what I wanted to do. Which is just get the objective. So I'm going to do that. So this might take a moment. I've now made it into combat with the goal of really just grabbing an objective. Waste of rock saws, but it'll work. These guys are now going to charge into anything they're in range of. So probably just the drones, we'll measure that after. So 10 plus 1 is 11. So I think we are in. So we'll just set that beside them and we'll do the other charges. So we will also charge these 3 rippers into, I guess, everything. Doesn't. We'll just go into the
Stealth suits.
stealth suits.
Okay.
Yeah. Rippers and the stealth suits.
So I will overwatch with the stealth suits. Nothing hits. See that charge?
You don't have greater.
Nope.
Alright. Nope. And I'll do it again with the other rippers.
Now I will greater good.
That's fair. What's the benefit of waiting?
Well, so the thought process is I kill stuff on the way in, or you don't make the charge, and then you do make this charge with the second unit,
Yeah.
at least I can try and kill the second unit on the way in if I need to. Or it was just happy coincidence that worked out this way. Okay, so 1 hits from the stealth suits, 1 wounds from the stealth suits, no AP, 1 damage.
6 up. Nope, takes 1 wound. Down to 2.
Okay, Cold Star misses, and then D3 on the Ghost Keel gets 3 plus those 2. Nothing.
That hurts. Oh, I would need a 5. Well, I've got 1 command point. We should just go for broke at this point. Let's do it. Last command point. Need a 5. It's bad. Do I get it back? I do not. We're out. Alright, so the others just gonna hang tough. What other charges can I do? At this point, you can just fly anywhere he wants and shoot me anywhere he wants. So I might as well just charge all my characters in and see what happens because there's no Overwatch anymore. So the Primus will need a 9. He gets +1 from his friendly Clamovis. So 8-inch charge on the Primus. He fails. And then let's try the Acolyte Icon Ward. He needs a solid 10-inch charge. He gets +1 and can re-roll because of the Breed Surge. And himself, he's gonna re-roll that, and he gets the same roll twice in a row.
I think you've got that roll like 4 times this turn.
It's been quite a bit, and yeah, I think that's as many charges as we're gonna do because they're all stuck in combat. Oh, the Patriarch. We're gonna charge the Patriarch in. So the Patriarch has a relic, so he ignores all his Overwatch.
I can't overwatch you anyways.
Fine. And he's just gonna charge anything in range of him.
Okay. So just the Ghost Keel.
We got a 10, so we're going somewhere. We're gonna go here, and then we go like that. Yeah. Oh, and these guys are gonna charge Farsight and the drones.
Okay.
Do drones have guns?
In their minds, they do.
Perfect. They make it! Alright, they're gonna truck 11 inches.
The Genestealers have come to play.
Alright, so I've done my pile-ins here. Really, the only goal here is to maybe clear out a few drones and wipe out that squad to secure me that objective. So we're gonna do that. So we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys into that squad. So they have 2 attacks each. 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1 more for their leader. And they are rending claws, so they're hitting on 3s. And they are strength 5, so they're rolling on 3s. 6s are AP -4.
AP dash, right?
1, -1 for the other ones, yeah.
Okay, 5 up armors. Nope, they're gone.
So that secures me an objective, and then the saws just go into the drones to see what happens. So we got 3 saws left, so that's 6 techs. We have 3s and strength 10, so we're moving on 2s. So we got 5 invuln saves.
Okay.
At 2 damage each.
4 up invulnerables. And then these bad dice so good. 1 drone dead. 2 drones dead. 3 drones dead.
All different dice.
4 drones dead. I'm just trying to showcase you guys dice.
And how much can you buy these dice for?
Those ones, you can't buy those dice.
I thought you could buy them.
No,
What
not
you do
yet.
is you
No.
buy those dice and then give them to your opponent as a present at a tournament.
Yeah.
Alright, so to save you guys time, we'll just
pile in with those, consolidate with those guys after, and we'll work on this group.
Oh, I'm gonna spend
Oh
2
yeah, the
CP.
interrupt. It was coming.
Yeah. So I'm spending 2 CP now.
Do I still not? I got one back. So I have
Okay.
one command point.
What we're gonna do is Farsight is actually going to interrupt, and he's going to attack those aberrants. So here we go. Farsight hits 4 times, wounding on 2s. Wounds 3 times. Don't believe he has a way to mitigate this one. So I will spend 1 command point as well to try and get a 2, which I do. So that'll be 4 saves to Pendleton. Or
You gotta roll your damage.
I gotta roll damage because
Yeah.
you can't handle.
I don't make saves with this army. Saves aren't a thing. 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. Alright, a little different. So I'll just roll them all at the same time because it doesn't matter anymore. 5 ups, and it still doesn't matter. It's bad for everybody. So
1
5
bad, 1
wounds. Yeah.
4
There's a hammer. So that's 1, and then 2 more will die. We'll just.
Well, they have how many wounds?
If I kill him, I
2?
won't be in combat. 2 wounds each, so 2 more.
So
die.
you lost. You failed 4.
Oh, it was 4? I thought it was 5.
No, it's 4.
Nope, it's
Oh.
only 4.
Okay.
So you lose another one and then a wound
And a
on
half.
another one.
So we'll just pop it on him and kill him. Alright. So we've piled in. We got 2 saws that are capable of the crisis suits as well as the banner. Everyone else has to go into the drones. So we will do the drones first so they can't pass the saves off. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. One's a leader. So that's 10, 11 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then on 3s, we're rolling 1s because of the banner in the group. So they're hitting. And then strike 5, so we're wounded on 3s.
4s. Oh, this is the drone, sorry.
Yeah. So that many, any 6s? I don't think it matters.
4 up invulns. And damage.
1.
Okay, 5 up feel no pains. Both drones die.
And then we got 2 rock saws going into the crisis. And on 3s, we're rolling 1 for the banner. They hit, wounding on strength 12, so 2s. So bad is bad. So we got 3.
AP.
-4.
Okay, so it goes
2 flat.
So that will.
I'm gonna re-roll one of them then. I got 1 command point back. It wounds.
Okay. So I do believe 2 damage each.
2 damage each.
So they are 3 wounds each. So you kill 1 and put 1 on 1 wound.
3 wounds each?
Yeah.
So I should kill 2. Because 4 go through, because I re-rolled the 1.
And that's 8 damage, yeah. So 2 die. Let's kill you.
And I'm out of CP all over again. Yeah.
And I guess we'll kill you.
And then, because we were still technically fighting them at the same time, this guy's claws are going to go into the crisis suits. So he gets 2 claws, hitting on 3s, so we roll 2s, and then his knife will hit, and his knife will wound. No AP on this one, 1 damage. Strength 5?
Oh. Nope.
1 damage.
Those bad dice.
Wait, no, crisis suits are tough 5.
Yeah.
So 3 would not wound. You're good.
You said your strength 5.
Yeah, so 4 would wound.
Oh.
Alright, so Patriarch has to go into the ghost kill. So we've got 6 attacks. We are hitting on 2s. We're hitting with everything. And then, what's the toughness on the ghost kill?
7?
7? Okay, so
6 or 7?
doesn't matter. We're strength 6.
Well, it will matter then, won't it?
Yeah, that's what I said. And the Patriarch's super cool. He doesn't benefit from the Genestealer Cult
Tough
high
6.
cult rules. So wounding on 4s, re-rolling because of my monstrous claw. Re-rolling because of my monstrous claw.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so this is really good. So with the Patriarch, 6s are AP neg 6 flat 3. And then Those are negative. The 4s are -3 D3 damage.
Okay. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to a drone. If you throw them on the ground, they do even better. So the drone dies. Drone dies. So then 4 up invulnerables. So he takes 1.
Okay, so that's 3.
And then 4 up invulnerables. And a D3.
Drama. 3.
So 6 total.
Yes. And then the little dude beside him is gonna attack with 2 attacks, because why not? He hits on 3s, and he wounds on 5s. Nothing.
Okay.
And then we move our way over to the aberrants. Or no, the aberrants in charge, so I gotta fight with these guys first. So these guys are gonna fight the drones. So they have, I believe, just 1 attack each. Yeah, they go 1 attack each. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're all there. So 10 guys. 1, 2, and 11. The 12 for a chainsword. So they're going in. And they're hitting on 4s. And they're wounding on 5s.
Where are these dice when I'm shooting?
No, they're wounding on 4s because they're strength 4 in combat. Oh my goodness. Alright, so you have that many.
Where are these when I'm shooting?
No AP. Oh, there you go. They're right
They're
there.
good.
As you can see, these dice perform just fine.
Yeah. Oh man. Alright, so now I can elect the aberrants to fight, and since those drones
Even a
live-
broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah. Some dad jokes coming in. So we will just put everything now into Mr. Farsight there. So aberrants have a lot of attacks. We're gonna probably want that tray. So
You don't have any stop signs anymore.
I've got 2 stop signs.
Oh.
Yeah. Can't get rid of the stop signs. They got nerfed so hard in points that I can't get rid of them. So they're hitting on 3s. And they are wounding on 2s. Let me roll that one. Alright, so you have that many -1, 2-5 damage.
Okay. So 2 up to the drone. And 5 up, feel no pain. Drone lives.
2 damage.
It
Oh, it's more wound.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
2 up to the drone. 5 up, feel no pain. Drone dies. 2 up to the drone. 5 up, feel no pain. Drone dies. 4 up, invulnerables. 2 go through.
4
4 damage.
So that's that. And then we've got a hammer hanging out. So he'll take 3 attacks. He'll hit on 4s. And then he'll wound on 2s. So we've got 4 at -3, 3 damage each.
4 up, invulnerables. We're gonna burn a command point, if you wouldn't mind throwing that for me, Mr. Pendleton. And nope. Farsight will go down.
Yay! And then it's just a matter of a little piling and a fight back.
Okay, so we have Precious Suits fighting back into the aliens, hitting on 4s because of that beautiful stratagem, and wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
AP?
No AP.
5, 1 death.
Okay. Ghost Keel has 2 attacks into the Patriarch. Hits with 1. Wounds with 1.
AP?
No AP. No AP.
Right. So he gets a 3-up save because of his relic. And he still takes it.
1 damage.
He's down to 5.
And then 3 attacks into the Aberrants from the Fire Warriors. 2 hits. 1 wound into the Aberrants.
5-up armor. 5-up feel no pain. Big kill an aberrant.
Yes. What a glorious day.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Pendleton scored 7 points that round, taking him up to 15. I scored a measly 2 points, taking me up to 6. So we're now starting turn 4, so we need to start pulling some fast weight quickly. So I have fallen the Ghost Keel back out of combat. My stealth suits have moved up a bit. I've brought my commander over to the side. My 2 fire warriors have fallen back as well. My crisis suits have jumped over top of the lines to continue the fight into his back lines. My Cold Star commander jumped over so we can go after his psyker. My fire warriors have just kind of trudged up. My fire warriors have moved over towards the Kellamorph. And my broadsides have stayed still, as broadsides want to do. So we will now go into the shooting phase. So we're going to start off with 10 fire warriors into the Kellamorph. Alright. And then we're looking at 3s to wound. It's 5 wounds into the Kellamorph.
Is that cover?
No.
No. Take 2. I have 2 wounds left.
Okay. Well now. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna spend 2 CP on the broadsides, and they're gonna spend it on the aberrants. So the aberrants are now counted as having 5 marker lights on them. So what we're gonna break up is we're going to put an SMS pod from one of the broadsides into the Kellamorph. Then we're going to put all the high yields and both the SMS from the other squad into the aberrants, and we're going to put all 3 seeker missiles into the aberrants because, well, why not? So I'll start off with the 3 seeker missiles into the aberrants, rerolling 1s, and then 2s to wound, or you are tough.
Tough 4.
Tough 4, so a 2 will wound.
AP.
Neg 4
Damage.
D6 for 1.
5 I feel no pain, and I take a wound.
Okay. So we'll do 1 SMS into them. Rerolling the 2 1s. Hits. And then T4, so 3s to wound. 4 wounds, neg 1, 1 damage each.
6s and 5s. 1 more dice.
Okay.
And a half.
And now the other SMS pod. 7 hits. 5 wounds, neg 1, 1 damage.
6s. 5 up, feel no pain. 1 guy dies.
Now the high yields. Oh, good thing we put those marker lights on. 3s to wound. Neg 2.
Ooh, cuts through. How much damage?
D3 each. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's good actually,
because they're all 1, this saves us time.
Yes.
I can just roll them all at the same time. For 5s. And, oh, there we go. So 2 more die. So
Okay.
we're down to 1 stop sign.
And 1 more SMS. Or I have 2 more high yields, I think, actually. I think that was only the first high yield. So it was the first of the D3 damages. 3s. D3 damage. 3 for 2.
There's 1 5, and he's got 1 wound left.
Last high yield.
And if you thought he overcommitted, he didn't.
I thought I undercommitted, to be honest with you. There. Oh,
Saves? Or no?
D3 damage each. Do you roll that many in and then
One,
they're all ones.
We need 5, 5. No. You got him.
Okay, I'm going to start off now with my commander. He's going to shoot into the Patriarch. So 2 shots, hitting on 2s, 2 hits, tough.
5.
So 3's to wound, 1 wound, -4.
Oh no, tough 6. That's what will happen anyways. We're good.
Okay, Ghost Keel, D3 shots on his big gun, 1 shot. Hitting on 4s, not rerolling 1s. Wounds,
Is that AP?
-4.
Okay, so he's got regular 5 of rounds. I got +1, so 4 pinball. We're good.
Okay, cool. Good story. Okay, we're gonna do stealth suits into the Rippers.
Cool story, bro. Which one? The weaker one?
Yeah, we'll go with the Reaper Whip. Weeper Whipper.
Weaker rippers.
4s.
AP?
No AP.
6s. 1 dies and 1 has 2 wounds left.
Okay, we'll go the Cold Star into your Magos.
Mages. Is it mages or magos?
No. 10 hits. That many, -1, 1 damage each.
So I think she's in cover then. With
Sure,
that one,
yeah.
right? So -1, so 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is enough to definitely pop her.
Okay.
And I think I'll just take this guy because I don't even remember what happened with him.
I'm going to now shoot a Firesight Marksman into this closest squad of Acolytes. Hits. We'll fire the next Firesight Marksman. Hits. And the next Firesight Marksman hits.
So that's 3?
Yeah. And then we'll do both Cadre Fireblades into them. Hits. And hits. So then we'll do these guys shooting everything into them.
Is that a...
No, I don't think so. 12. So 15 shots. And 3's to wound. That many saves into your dude bros.
AP?
No AP.
5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 die.
Okay. And then I'll do the other squad of 5 there too. And then 7 more.
For 5. 5 more die.
That was
Oh,
these
same
guys
group?
finishing
Oh,
that
okay.
squad off, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna burn 2 CP now. Or I already did 2 CP, so I can't do that stratagem again. To get full marker lights.
Yeah.
We'll do that stealth suit into whoever's in front of them there.
You can pick, they're all characters, so depends which character you want to shoot at. You got Primus, you got the...
Go for the
Philippine,
Magos.
And you got... You can't shoot the Magos. Magos is hiding way
Okay,
over
we'll go
there.
with Primus.
Primus, alright. Primus it is.
1 hit.
Okay.
1 wound.
AP?
None.
5 up.
Take a
6.
wound.
I don't know if he has a Philippine. We'll take a wound. 3. Wounds left.
Okay, we're gonna start now with the crisis suits. They're gonna put everything they have into that other squad of acolytes that's right behind them. So we're looking at 8, 16, 24, 28 burst cannon shots, and then 5 fusion. So here's the first 10. Alright, and then we're looking, the 6 will explode.
They're fine. They're not worried.
And then, so that's 3.
AP
dash.
Oh, okay. 5. 2 die.
Okay, and then 3, 6, 8 from the next guy. So there we have 2 explosions, so 8 hits. 8, same thing.
Consistency. Ooh, there we go. 3 die.
Okay, next crisis suit. There you go.
3 die. Down to 1.
Last burst cannon on the chasserie. That 3.
Can he tag it? No, he doesn't.
Okay.
If 1 lived, I could regenerate D6. But I can't now.
Okay, so that is the movement phase,
And
or shooting phase.
Maybe?
So we will now go into the charge phase.
Yay!
So I'm going to start with the crisis suits. They are going to charge both of these units right there.
Alright, we have a needle pistol. Misses. And then we have a regular pistol. Misses.
Okay, so crisis suits. I'm also going to be playing a stratagem out of the Psychic Awakening book, but we will do that afterwards. So we rolled a 10, so
They're going where they want to go.
to right there, and right there. These Fire Warriors will now charge that Kellamorph.
Alright, 6 shots for the watch. And oh, 1 hit, which means I get 1 more shot. Which missed. And wounding on a 3. 1 wound at, I don't think AP. Let's say no AP. It doesn't matter.
Okay, and they are in.
Look at that. You got 1
The
wound.
stealth suits are going to charge into both Ripper squads.
The rippers will stare you down.
That is cocked dice. So they're going to be in. So we're going to go there, and we're going to go there to tie up both squads. And then the Cold Star is going to charge. He's only got 3 wounds left, so I'm not sure. The stealth suit will charge both of these characters. 5 inches will get them in. And I will not charge the commander. Or will I? The commander is actually going to charge the Ripper squad.
He's in.
He is really in.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that's all the charges.
Yeah.
We'll heroically intervene with the clan of this here.
Okay.
And that girl, that guy, he's a guy. He's not a girl. He's just wearing a robe.
And so with that one stratagem that I did play, my crisis suit's now into Pendleton's Primus. On a 3-up, will suffer a mortal wound. So he will suffer 2 mortal wounds.
He's down to 1 wound. Oh,
And-
he's got feel no pain. 1 wound remaining.
Okay, I will start the fight phase with my crisis suits into the Primus. Hitting on 4. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
AP?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, alright. 5 up. And a feel no pain. We're good.
Okay, 2 attacks from the stealth suit. Nothing. So we will then go into the Fire Warriors. We have 4 attacks, 1 hit, 2 hits maybe? No, probably 1 hit.
Didn't they hit on 4s?
Strike Squad hitting on 5s. And then tough 3, so
Yeah, tough 3.
4 to wound. Oh, we wound.
Got a 5 up. Yeah, he lives on 1 wound.
Next we'll go with the 2 stealth suits over there. 3 attacks between them. I fought with my other stealth suit there, didn't I?
Yes, he missed.
Yeah, he should have had 1 more attack.
Do it.
Nothing.
Classic.
Good talk. So those guys into the injured Ripper Swarm. 2 hits. 2 wounds. We can kill Rippers maybe.
6s. You killed 1 dude.
Okay.
So you've killed 2 so far, and they have leaderships of 4.
And then we'll put the Cold Star into the other one then. So he has 4 attacks hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds at -1.
3 wounds go through.
Yeah.
And kills a base.
And now it will be Pendleton's turn to fight back.
Alright. So we'll just go around in circles. So we've got the Rippers here. They get 4 attacks each. So we'll do these 2 into the Cold Star because they can. So we're hitting on 5s though. So we got 2 hits and we
Tough
are
5.
wounding on 5s. Nothing.
-1 to hit.
And 6s. Nothing.
Okay.
So that's that. And we move over to the Keeler Morph, who has not been in close combat in ages.
With Fire Warriors.
Just to rub it in. Okay, he's got 3 attacks and nothing too special. So
He's got a cult knife, so you
yeah, I
got
guess you
1
do that
more.
in addition. I guess they all do the same, so I'll roll them all at the same time.
Yeah.
So 4 attacks, we are hitting you on 3s. And we are wounding you on 4s. For nothing. It is bad. Things are bad.
It is very bad. That's scrum over there.
Yeah. So we'll just work around. We'll fight the crisis suits because they're the scariest thing in town. So the Primus has a good old 4 attacks. Crisis suits are not vehicles, right?
No.
Okay, good. So we will hit on 2s with a bad dice. And we are strength 4, but we wound on 2s no matter what because of his Toxin Claw. So 3, -1, 1 damage.
Okay, so I'm actually going to take these on my Shasbury, so my Sergeant,
Oh,
because he has the 2-up armor save.
nice.
So he's going to be on 3-ups.
Well, that almost went out.
Oh my god.
Bad dice are bad on everybody's part.
So he has 1 wound left.
And then the Acolyte Icon Ward is going to attack with his 4 attacks, hitting on 2s because the Primus is nearby, with a bad, of course.
It's not a roll without a bad.
Nope. And then what's the toughness on them?
5.
5, so we're wounding on 3s because we're strength 5. So we have 1 at -1 and 1 at -4 because of the Rending Claws.
Okay, so 6 up. Nope. And then 4 up. No. So the Sergeant did die. And this guy is now down to 2 wounds.
And then last but not least, we have the Clamavus, who is basically just going to point his speaker at you and hurt your eardrums. So, he will do his 3 attacks, and he will hit you on 3s, and he will wound you on 5s, for 1 at no AP.
Hey, we saved it.
Woo. And that's that combat, and the Keeler Morph
You already fought.
missed, yeah, so I think we're done.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Morales.
Morales. Alright, so let's see here.
Die, Rippers, die.
Yeah, they're leadership 4. So in the group that we lost 2, they're good. And the group that we lost 1, 4,
5, we lose 1 more. So I'm gonna take away that one. So, oh, I'm still being combat there, so it doesn't matter. So I'll take away that one. So I kept the Patriarch over here in hopes of killing one of these models to contest the objective, so neither of us score a point. And then I kept everything in combat over there just to hopefully whittle away some more crisis suits. And then if we pan over here, I advanced my OBSEC troops to have more within 3 inches to score me the 4 points again. But they're not going to be able to charge or anything like that, but they'll at least score some points. And then Balfay just, like the coward he is, did his experiments and ran away. So that leads us to the psychic phase. So we will try to do D3 damage. So we will smite. Yeah. With a 9.
We'll attempt to deny. With a 9.
So we're good. Going for the D3. For 1, I'm going to spend my last command point.
Your stolen command point.
For 2.
Down to 1.
Alright. And then the other psychic I have over here. So Mr. Patriarch will cast his smite. We might as well just do some damage. So we'll smite that ghost kill for a 10 for 2 mortal wounds. And that's the psychic phase. So then we get to our shooting phase, and the Kilomorph technically has pistols, so he's gonna shoot the Fire Warriors. So we got 6 shots, and with those 6 shots, we get 5 more shots, and they're wounding on 3s. So we have that many wounds on the Fire Warriors. I don't remember the AP, so we'll say
-1, so 5 ups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're dead.
we got them, boys. Alright. And they can't shoot. We got some pistols over here. So we will shoot the Toxin pistol into a crisis suit, hitting on a, not that, so it doesn't matter. And then he has a Voxcaster Scream. So on a 6, he does mortal wounds to anything within a range. So we'll start with the. Oh, so on the stealth suit takes a mortal wound, and on the crisis suits, they're good. So I think, and then he's got a in combat, so it doesn't matter. I think that's all the shooting I have. So then charge phase, Patriarch on the far edge over there is charging, but he ignores all Overwatch, so he's gonna charge, and he makes it with his guy. And then because we're in combat there, the Magus is gonna charge, and this doesn't make it. And then I don't think we have any other charges. That's all we can do there. So we get into the fight phase. Alright, so now the Patriarch is going to try and finish off that pesky ghost kill. I'm going to put 5 into the ghost kill and 1 into the commander there just to whittle him down. So 5 into the ghost kill. We are hitting on 2s. And we are wounding on 4s. We're rolling. 4s re-rolling. 2 at -3.
Okay, 2 4-up invulns. Damage.
D3 for 2.
Ooh. No, because the damage already came through.
So if you were planning on it, you can do it.
I was thinking about it.
Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll one of the invulns, just because I gotta try and keep him alive. He's good.
Yay!
Do you get the
And then-
command point?
It's the beginning, yeah. Do I get it on a... I do! I won.
Or no, it's Still, this
That's
is the
the bottom.
bottom,
Yeah,
so
I
you
know.
would have got it already.
Yeah.
And then the one into
The one into the other guy hits. Wounds. Minus
4 up
4.
invuln. Nope.
3 damage.
Okay, he's down to 2, I believe.
And the little changeling guy will fight at the.
Yeah, the 5.
Should probably fight him, so I'll fight the commander dude. So we hit. And we do not wound. Double sixes, double ones. So that plan does not go well because he gets to live and get the points, which is unfortunate. Alright, so Primus gets his 4 attacks, hitting on 2s into the crisis suits with his mandatory 1. And then he's going to wound on a 2 because of his toxic claws. And 1 is at -4, 2 are at -1.
Damage again?
1.
Okay, so I'll take 2 4-up armor saves, which I pass. So he is down to 1 wound.
And then we will do the icon ward, so he'll do his 4 attacks into the crisis suits, so they all hit. And he will wound on tough 4, right? 5, so I'll wound on 4s. So we have 1 wound, AP -1.
4 up. He's good.
And then we have the Voxcaster punching. He hits, and then wounds on 5s. 1 wound, no AP.
3 up. He's good.
And that was that combat. And then
Okay, I will fight now with my Cold Star into the Ripper Swarm right here, because it's 2 separate squads. He hits twice. Wounds twice, -1.
Kit goes through
And
damage.
1 damage each.
So down to 1.
Okay, so my guys, my 2 stealth suits will fight into the damaged Ripper. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, nothing hits there. So we'll go into my commander right here now. He has 4 attacks into the Patriarch. He hits 4 times. Strength 5. I think I wound once.
He's tough 5.
Okay, so 2 wounds. No AP.
Alright, so 3 up. He's good.
Okay, Ghost Keel has 1 attack. Hits. Wounds.
And
No AP.
goes through.
Takes the damage.
Alright, so now he's actually at 4, so we're good.
Wasn't he at 4 before?
He was at 5.
Oh,
But then
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will fight with my crisis suits now. We're looking at 6 attacks into the Primus. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. No AP.
Alright, so 2.
Yep.
6. No, he's dead.
Yay!
Is that that?
I think that's it. You get your Rippers to fight.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll just put all the Rippers in the commander. So 8 attacks on 5s. And that'll wound, no AP.
3 up armor. Oh, thank you. Okay.
And that's that. So because of that blunder and me not
You need a
overcommitting.
morale there.
Yeah, 1 died, so we're good.
Okay.
Those are some courageous Rippers.
So scoring, I will score 4 points, taking me to 10.
I'll get 5, which brings me to 20.
And now we are starting turn
5.
Yep.
Top 5.
Okay, so what I've ended up doing is I've moved my Cold Star up closer. I've fallen out of combat with my Crisis suits. They've moved up closer as well. Stealth suit moved up. These stealth suits moved up. Over here at this objective, I've fallen out of combat with the Patriarch with both of my suits. I spent my last CP to stimulant injector my Ghost Keel, so he's now counting as moving at top profile. I've moved these 2 fire warriors that survived the aberrant onslaught forward, the heroes that they are. I've also moved my fire warriors up over here just to get a line on his characters there. I've moved a cadre fireblade over here to just give me some marker light support over here. And my broadsides, as usual, have stayed still so that we can shoot stuff real good. I've also not moved my firesight marksman, which I'm going to do as the last part of my movement phase. So they're just going to move here and here and here so that we can... Oh, I actually need to move him down a level. So he's actually going to go to right there, staying an inch away. And then these 2 guys are just going to stay right here. Because let's hold our own objective, which is something that we should try and do with ourselves. Did he suffer a wound? Do you remember?
No.
Okay. Okay, we will move into the shooting phase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the shooting phase over here with my broadsides. Unfortunately, from what I can see, my broadsides have to shoot the...
Do all of them though?
Well, they're 1 unit, so...
Per model though. Yeah, I think I'm good.
So we're gonna shoot a marker light down into these guys from the fire sight. Looking for a 4 hits. So these guys have 1 marker light on them. So now we're gonna put everything from them into them because we have to. So we'll start with the SMS first. Rerolling the 1. Okay. 1 hit and 1 wound. -1.
Success. 1 dies.
Okay. The next SMS. There's those 50% ones on bad dice. 2 hits. 2 wounds.
1, AB1, right?
AB1, yeah.
2 more die.
Okay, and the last set of SMS. Well, we didn't roll any 1s there, so we're... Oh, that's because we wanted to save them all for the wound rolls. 2 more.
AP?
AP might -1.
Oh, still.
Yeah, still SMS.
1 dies.
Okay. So now we are going... Is there 6 up?
5 up. Armor.
With -1? You rolled a 5 and a 4. Don't you need 6s to save?
Yeah. Did I kill 2 or 1?
You just took 1.
Should I take 1 more?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay. Sounds good. So now high yield missile pods. Okay, there we go. And 2s. 6 at -2.
6 die. They're dead.
Okay.
They're just gone.
So now we're gonna do a fire save marksman shooting his pulse pistol down into the keel morph. So hitting on a 3 does not hit. And his friend's gonna try the same trick. Hits, wounding on a 3. There's that lovely dice. Okay, moving on. We're gonna go over here now. Cadre Fireblade is gonna put marker light into the Patriarch. There we go.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go another fire sight in our Chassis into the Patriarch, and then just a pulse rifle. Chassis hitting on a 5. Nope. And we're gonna get 2 shots in half range.
Oh, there you go.
There we went. Okay, now we're gonna do everything here. So the Ghost Keel with 1 shot on his big gun. And yeah, so he's hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Tough 5, so 3s to wound. Let's just keep the dice train going. Cold Star, or the Commander there, hitting on 2s. Oh, we hit. So 3s. There's that bad again. 1 wound, if you would
How much
mind.
damage is it?
D6.
I'm gonna take it on this guy.
Okay, you would.
So I took it on
Feel the
the
little change.
little familiar.
Okay, so now we will just move down the table some more. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna shoot a marker light from this cadre into the cult icon. Oh, we do hit! Woo! It's a miracle! So we're gonna do a squad of 5.
So that's a marker light?
Yeah, that's his wound though.
Oh, you're using the bad dice for runes. That's risky. That's some bad juju.
Yeah, well, can't go any worse than we've already been.
You just gotta really want it. Really roll those dice.
We want it, but it's just not viable apparently. 6, 9, 12. Okay, 15 shots into the icon ward. Rerolling the 1, 2 bad dice.
For more bad dice.
For more bad dice, you know.
Just to point that out for you.
In case the viewers at home didn't notice. 3 to wound. Alright, Mr. Pendleton. 4 wounds. No AP.
Icon, right?
Yeah.
So we have a 5 up save and a 6 up feel no pain. So we have 1 wound remaining.
Okay, we'll put the other Fireblade squad into him. Fire Warrior squad. As you see, we have 5 1s and a 2. So 4, please.
You can reroll them, can't you?
No, this is my wounds. This is my wounds.
Oh. So 2?
4. You get 4. I get 4.
I got 1 wound left. And I need a save.
Oh, he just bites the bullet.
Just. Oh man.
great.
Great.
So these 2 stealth suits right here, they're going to shoot into the Megos. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. And then we're looking at 3s to wound the Megos. And we're rerolling the 1 with our Sept Tenant. Doesn't do anything. So 4 wounds into the Megos.
AP? Nothing?
AP dash.
5 up. He's alive on 1 wound.
Okay. We're going to put this stealth suit into the Megos. We hit with half our shots. And we wound with 1 of our shots. Got to get that bad every roll.
And he's good.
And he's good. Okay, so we're going to do the commander now. He's going to put his eye output burst cannon into the non-wounded squad. He's going to put his regular burst cannon into the one with 1 wound left. And then he's going to put his 2 missile pods into his 1 missile pod into the Megos. So the 4 shots into the wounded Ripper squad. You get your bad in there. And then we're looking at 3s to wound. 3 wounds at -1 on the Rippers.
Dead.
Okay, and then we have 8 shots. So 8 shots, we're expecting about 3 of these to actually hit on 2s. Oh, okay. And then 3s to wound. Oh, okay, there we go. 6 at -1 into them.
Ripper.
Yeah.
Dead.
And then 2 missile pods. Let's roll these 1s. Oh, we get our 50%. And that's what happens when you hit on a 2. And then 2 to wound. Oh, we barely make it.
Wound.
-2.
-2?
-2.
So he's dead.
Okay. So we're gonna do crisis suits now, and they're just gonna put everything they have into the clamshell.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll start with the 3 fusions. Hitting on 3s, you got to get your bads in there. 2s to wound. Oh, you got to get that other bad in there. Okay, let's go into burst cannons now.
Just leave it on the floor.
Let's just go into burst cannons. Okay, so burst cannons know how to hit.
There we go.
Let's see how many 1s we get here. Oh, just the 1. So
What do we got?
we have 5 wounds into the Clamavis.
AP?
AP nothing.
5 up. He has 1 wound left.
Okay. So we'll do 3, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next. Oh, we got our 3 bads. I don't even think this is statistical anymore. We get 1 exploding 6. 3's to wound. So we got 5 wounds go through with our bad dice in there.
Alright, all 5. Here we go. And
I don't know if you can tell at this point, but I've gotten a little bitter at these dice.
But he's dead.
Only a little.
Only a little. And so that is it for the shooting phase. So what's going to happen now is the charge phase. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the other end of the table and we're going to charge a firesight marksman into, or actually, you know what? We're going to charge broadsides into the Kellamorph.
Okay.
So let's let Mr. Pendleton roll his hits.
Overwatch. So we get 2 more shots. And then probably 5's the wound.
Tough 5.
So 1
50%?
wound.
He's good.
Very
He has a
good.
2-up armor. So he is they are going
Well, they're
7
probably-
inches, I think should probably be good.
They'll be in.
And then let's take a look. We're gonna we're gonna throw the commander into the guy.
Okay.
He's in. So we're just gonna take him over there so that we can stay away from that mean old scary abominant in there. We're not going to charge over there because that is suicide. Even though he's going to mess us up next turn. So yeah, I'm now going to charge my firesight marksman into the Kellamorph as well, the one on the ground floor. And he is in on a 9. So I will get our charges in and be right back. Okay, so we're now going to fight with some broadsides into a Kellamorph. So we have 2 attacks, 4 attacks, and 3 attacks. So we are hitting on 5s. We hit 3 times. Ooh. And we are wounding on 3s. We got 3 wounds.
Okay, 5 ups. And he's finally dead.
The broadsides tear the Kellamorph down.
With their missile hands. Every time they punch him, a missile explodes.
Please don't. I can't handle that. And then we got the Cold Star into this guy. So 4 attacks hitting on 3s. We got 1 hit. 50% 1s. And we have a wound at -1.
Probably 6. Nope.
Okay, 1 damage.
He's down to probably 3.
Okay, and it will be Pendleton's fight back.
Yeah, I don't know where the codex is. Oh, it's underneath. Sneaky.
Oh, I don't know. Did you want to heroically intervene?
I forgot, so no. I should have,
You should have.
but I forgot. So, and you probably meant to move further away anyways, so.
Well, no, because I thought he was going to be dead.
That's fair. Yeah. No, I won't do it. I completely didn't even think about that. Okay, so this guy, this guy's not supposed to be fighting. Alright, so he's got 3 attacks.
Okay.
So he's hitting on 3s. He hits. Strength 3.
Top 5.
5s. For 1.
AP.
Nothing.
He's good.
He is A-okay. And that'll be that.
That's that. Okay, your turn.
My Nexos heroically fell back. The Abominant took his place so he can charge into the wall without Overwatch. And then my Patriarch went to an unfailable distance of the charge, and the Biophagus around the corner. You can't see him because he's a coward, so don't even try. And those are the only models I have. So we're gonna start
Psychic.
Psychic phase. Oh, I guess
Which one are you going to kill? Unless you perils for me.
That'd be fun.
We need double bad ones.
So let's go for the ghost kill. So let's smite him with a 6.
Okay, I will attempt to deny
Yeah,
if I'm
you
within
will.
24. Oh god.
That's okay.
We're just destroying the world at this point. We are out of deny range.
3, 2, 3.
Okay, Ghost Kill has died.
Okay, which is pretty big because if I kill that guy in combat, I will then get 2 points.
And so what we will do then is start charging. So he'll charge there. Oh look, he made it. And then he'll charge his unfailable charge there, and he makes it.
Ooh,
double
double
bad. We just want to point out that was the charge, but he made it.
Okay, so he's in.
And then we get to fighting.
Okay.
So we will. Everyone's out of command points, so it doesn't matter what we do. So we'll fight with the Abominant first. He has 3 attacks, and he is hitting on 4s with 1 hit, and he's wounding on 2s probably. Wounds with his -3,
Okay, we have a 5-up invulnerable from our relic. No.
and it does 3 flat, so he's dead no matter what. So we got that out of the way, and then we go on to the Patriarch, who will stop being a doofus and point at his enemy. And hitting on 2s, and tough 5, so wounding on 3s, re-rolling. So we've got
No
4
super
minus 3s.
4-up invulns. Oh,
He's dead no matter what.
he's dead.
Which is huge for me. And that's that. So at the bottom of the turn, Brady scores 3,
And you scored
and I
3.
score 3,
So you're at 23.
and you're at 13. So now we want to see if the game ends. And
I'm gonna let you roll
yeah,
for it.
I was kind of hoping Brady would roll it. Does the game end? Nope. Keeps going.
Okay.
If Brady rolled it, would it have ended?
No. No. Woo! Okay, we will get to Tau movement. Okay, so I've basically moved on my crisis suits, both my stealth teams. Over here by the Primarch, I've moved up my Fire Warriors. I've moved up a group of Fire Warriors over here, as well as a Cadre Fireblade there. My broadsides have also moved up closer. I have 2 Firesight Marksmen that have now moved so that they can get line of sight onto the Patriarch. So that is movement, so we will go right into the shooting phase. So we're going to start by putting a Cadre Fireblade into the Patriarch. He hits, so I will be now rerolling 1s. We're now going to do a Firesight Marksman into them. He's going to be hitting on a 4 because he did have to move, unfortunately. Actually, no, we're going to do it with this guy, so he's hitting on a 3. No. We will do a Marker Light here and a Pulse Rifle. So the Marker Light on a 5 does not, but rerolling 1s. So it does. And then 2 Pulse Rifle shots, 2 hits. 1 wound. Oh, I get to reroll the 1s to wound for my Septenant. 2 wounds. Or your top 5, so we're good.
So 3-up save and fail 1, so he's down to 3.
Okay. So I shot him, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I didn't,
No.
because I went to the
Oh, you
other
went to the
Cadre.
other one.
So I will go for him
Shot one
into
of
the
them, I think.
Patriarch. Hits for 3. The other guy into the Patriarch. Does not hit. We will go with the Far Squad. That Chasui will shoot in, and the the Fire Warriors will shoot 2. So the Cadre Chasui misses twice. 2 hits. 2 wounds.
3s. No AP, right?
No, you
Yeah,
can't.
we're good.
Okay, and then the other Fire Chasui misses for 1 hit. 1 no wounds.
For anyone wondering why I'm rolling a 3 armor save on the Patriarch, it's because he's got the relic. So, just in case anyone is waving fingers.
Okay, so now, unfortunately, we will go into the broadsides. And they're gonna toss all their SMS into the Patriarch. So here's the first 8. They're hitting on 5s. And they're not wounding with any of those. 1 wound, -2 2. Neg 1. 1 damage.
4 up either way. Goes through.
Okay.
Down to 2.
Next broadside. Oh, so we can't roll 1s when we need them. 2 wounds.
4 up and down. 1 goes through.
Okay. And then the last set of SMS.
Should do it.
Alright. Oh, we got 4 hits. No wounds. Hate to see it. Yeah, so... we have no charges.
Ooh, now I will heroically intervene.
Okay. And I'll just pick up by 2. Okay, so it will be Pendleton's turn.
Alright, so because we've determined that he's got more units around the objective than I do, and I got no troops over here, it doesn't matter if I hide my abominant in the back, and the abominant's cool, so he's gonna... Oh, he's gonna charge from behind there, just kidding. I don't want to suffer the overwatch.
Damn! It's alright, I want to kill them.
Yeah. And so then we get to the psychic phase, where we smite that character over there. And fail.
This is where I needed him to peril.
Fail? I guess he's got 1 wound. That was a terrible choice. And then we will charge here. Can't see me. Yeah. We make it with a 6. I get +1 because of the Vigilous Warlord trait. So they bomb it, being super cool like. We'll slam into there. And we'll get his 3 attacks. So we will hit on 4s. And they will all miss. Triple bad. Triple bad.
Alright, so because he charged everything here,
Yep. Yeah, we'll say everything.
we
This
have
is bad for everybody.
6.
More so
So
for
8
you.
attacks from the stealth suits.
Tough 5.
1 wound from the stealth suits.
AP.
No.
5
You
up.
keep asking that.
You never know. 5 up, 5 up. Takes a wound. He's down to 4.
6 attacks from the crisis team. Four wounds from the crisis team. No AP, 1 damage.
Strength 5.
They're strength 5.
Alright, 5 up armor. And 5 up feel no pain. Take 1 more wound, so we're down to 3.
Okay.
That's that.
I'll let you roll for turn.
No, your
7.
turn. It's
No,
your turn.
I don't want
I
to.
rolled last time.
We'll count for, I guess, end of round point score.
Oh, sure. So I will
Save that juicy roll.
I will score 7 points this
No,
turn.
I actually get that. So 4. Oh no, not 9. Yeah, you get 7. I was
So
thinking 9.
going up to 20.
And I get 2, so I go up to 25.
Ooh. Right.
It literally comes down to whether the game ends or not.
It does not. Good game.
Good game, man. Alright.
Okay, we are back. The game is done. The final score was 26 to 21 for Pendleton.
For the cult. Somehow.
This game was pretty wild. The dice were just hot and cold.
Cold.
They're pretty
Just cold.
cold for
Just
Brady. Game thoughts. Like, what did you guys think about the Greater Good supplement overall?
Overall, I'm happy with it. My guys were doing what was on the tin, so that was good to see. My crisis suits performed well. Sometimes the stratagems definitely helped out quite a bit.
Were those all new Psychic Awakening stratagems on the Crisis?
Yes,
That was all new
yes,
stuff,
that
right?
was all new stuff. So their increased ballistic skill, the marker light strats, that was all. I did screw up. You guys will see in the video. I spent the 2 CP stratagem for full marker lights. I put it on the broadsides. I read the book again. You can only put it on crisis suits. That's my fault.
Aberrants would have died anyways, so it really didn't change anything.
Yeah, it was just first time doing it, so that was kind of tricky. If you looked at the state of the board right now, you would have thought that the Tau won, but
3 cult models left.
no, you got 4.
4, yeah.
You got 4.
That's right.
You got the coward,
5 because of the familiar. Okay, 5 characters left on the board.
and I think I lost 4 Fire Warrior teams, all my drones, all my commanders, and a Ghost Keel and some Crisis suits. But I still think I have a pretty heavy board presence.
Yeah, it literally came down to a 50-50. If the game did go on a 4-up, Brady would have won. It didn't. So I was able to pull it out just because of that. So
Yeah, and there was some good cult trickery that happened. So that was interesting, especially when your Kellamorph just decided he didn't want to die.
yeah, that was good. I think for Psychic Awakening wise, anyways, for the cult, honestly, like for the way I play them with infantry, not, as far as I can see, not too much that really came in here. Gotta make a super psyker, but I think where Psychic Awakening shines is if you run a lot of vehicles with the cult, personally. I could be wrong, who knows. So yeah, that's what I think of the Psychic Awakening. But overall, it was an awesome game. The bad dice rolling kind of helped me a lot. But I will stick to I'm proud of my one aberrant play there, keeping my Patriarch alive, and then he kind of ran amok. But honestly, it was a lot of fun. So I would play Brady any day. He's a good opponent, so it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Excellent. And we'll do a, I guess, after game handshake, you guys.
Yep, good game. Thank
Excellent.
you.
Thank you for coming on the channel.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Do you want some dice to take home as a prize?
Like I said, if you want to win games, just buy your opponent a thing of bad tabletop dice when they become available. Just 3, you're playing in RTT, 3 games, buy 3 containers, give them to each of your opponents at the beginning of the game. You will win. You'll see. You'll
see one day. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. If you like what we're doing, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, at 1,000 subscribers, we're doing our giveaway. There's more news coming on that, so stay tuned. And thanks for joining us. Catch you guys later.